2. And we should have sound. All right.
Into the end zone. Touchdown. Number 12, Marcevian Harrell.
And we apologize for not having sound for the first few drives here. First game jitters and almost got to get the kinks out just 5 minutes in, so that's not too bad.
Not bad. So far, the Indians have just had their way with the Blackcats. Indians look very good. As I said earlier, and you didn't hear, Coach White said he didn't have many out, but he had the right ones out. And he pulled one of his plays that used to use at Mullen quite often, and it worked for first of the play of the game where Williams took it the length and touchdown, and they took over on downs. Extra points, good. That makes it 15-0 with 9:49 to go in the first quarter. If we get any scores from the area, we'll definitely pass them along. If any of you have some scores, you're listening to any games, or if you hear of any scores, let us know. If you have our text, or you can tweet.
Won't be taking any tweets tonight, but
can't take any tweets tonight.
Well, we can read them. We can read them on the air. Won't be showing them on the air, but
okay.
If you want to tweet us at YHCTV or read your tweet on the air, we don't have the capability of actually putting it on the screen tonight, but we'll sure take it and read it off. And Kennett off to a great start, 15-0, 2 straight scores, and about as perfect start you can get to the start of a season, Tommy.
Exactly. There's some very good games going on in the area. New Madrid traveled to Malden tonight, and I think Portageville and who is Portageville playing tonight?
Charleston. They're over Charleston.
That should
tonight.
be a good game. As Spence tees it up, this young man has got a nice leg on him, and he has a very good kicking game. Always has. He's a senior this year and their quarterback, valuable player for these Indians. Another kick comes down and taken about the 10-yard line. He comes around and he's met by and brought down pretty hard by one of the Indians. It was a good hit by number 10 for the Indians, and we don't have a number 10. But Sanders was in on the tackle, and Lorenzo Thomas. So the Blackcats will start on the 25.
All right, looks like we're finally all squared away, Tommy.
All right. And Hamkings are, oh, he's met and driven back, and he was met by one of the Indians, the big man, and he better get up off there. They get that flag thrown on you for that. Joel White let you stand by him the rest of the game. But that was a nice hit.
Yeah, nice wall there up by the Kennett front. Kennett losing some big guys up front. You know, two, I think, all-staters. I think they both made all-state last year. Warren and the other one's going to escape me for a second. But two certainly all-district, all-region defensive tackles moving on. So a lot of big shoes to fill there this year, but looking good early on.
As quarterback takes it, rolls out, and he tosses it just as he goes down, but he's not going very many places. So he's might have picked up a couple of yards, but don't believe he made it back to the original line of scrimmage. Williams for the tackle. I was wondering about the speed of Kennett this year, but I'd forgotten about Williams and Harold. You know, those kids are quick. That brings down 3rd and 14. Quarterback Aggie looking downfield. He's the rush on, and he gets it away, gets it back, but going to come up a little bit short of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down, but a nice gain for the Blackcats. Jake Stewart brought him down. Jake's a sophomore for the Indians. We'll bring up 4th and 4. It looks like they faked the punt a while ago and came back to haunt them a little bit. I don't know. I think they'll probably kick it away this time. High snap, and we talked about that earlier, and they're going to catch you back here, and now they're going to. No, territory. He keeps getting away. Now they bring him down about the 10-yard line, but. You know, we talked earlier about that center's high snap to the quarterback, and that's what happens.
Yeah, he was dancing around that goal line. It's
sure
dangerous territory down there, trying to avoid that safety. But
Kennett had their chances to get him back there, but he got away from him. Nice movement. And so it'll be the Kennett Indians' ball on the 10-yard line. Boy, they have had some great field position first. Of course, they didn't have any field position on a kickoff when they ran it all the way back, but the next time they had it around the 15-yard line, and then this time on the 10. So,
yeah, perfect field position for the Indians.
Back, quarterback fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right, looks down, and oh boy, close to be intercepted. And good defense by the Blackcats that time. Had those receivers covered. Spence talking to Coach White. As I look out over the audience, I see Coach White's mother and dad here. They drive over from Willow Springs every game, and there's some nice people. That's going to go under center this time. Puts Williams in motion. Brings him up. Kicks it over to Harrell. He gets around his man. Now he cuts it back. And he gets it down about the 1-yard line. That was Harrell. Couch brought the ball carrier down. Third and one for the Indians. Spence brings the play into the huddle. Puts Carter Maddox out to the right. Up the middle. Touchdown, Indians.
Touchdown, Indians. On the carry, number 44,
Elijah Lemons. Elijah's a big man. Well built, stocky. You can say he's been in that weight room this summer. $21-0 with 6 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first. Say hello to my brother in Dexter. I know he's tuned in. He's going to call us if he hears any scores. Ball down, kick up. Kick good. 22-0 here in the first quarter at Kennett.
And we're going to take a quick break and be back with your kickoff here in just a few moments.
A Glen Saint story. A few years ago, a good friend of ours ran for a state legislative office. The night of the election, Gail and I had some friends and family over. Our friend won. His young son looked at him and said, "Dad, since you won, does that mean you can make duck season longer?" That's a good story. Best price, best service. Glen Saint, God bless our troops.
And we're back here live from Metz Cherry Stadium. The Kennett Indians out to a great start, 22-0 to start this game, and it's been all Indians so far.
Sure has.
Tommy, the Blackcats unable to get anything going offensively. Kennett taking advantage of the short yards and got a couple possessions deep in Fredericktown off turnovers and a botched punt. Put them inside the 12 and quick scores. Got a 3-score lead here for the Indians early on.
Spence back to kick off, and we have a couple back for the Blackcats. Spence approaches the ball. Nice kick, high kick. And he after the catch, brings it about 7-8 yards, and he's brought down by a host of Indians. I think last year, Kennett finished with a 7-4 record. They had a nice team, and
looks like we got a timeout on the field. Officials timeout, so we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Banking made simple at Zenith State Bank, making the simple pleasures possible with recreational equipment. Get where you're going with a new or pre-owned automobile, making the dream of homeownership possible and keeping it looking great with the right equipment, all financed at Zenith State Bank. Competitive rates and low fees. Friendly full-service banking. 3 handy locations, Zenith, Arbord, and 1112 First Street in Kennett. Banking made simple at Zenith State Bank. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Housing Lender.
At Baker Farm and Hardware on the North Bypass in Kennett, they're more than just hardware and farm supplies. Baker has all sizes of the popular Traeger grills and a great assortment of wood pellets and grilling supplies. Find yourself some fine boots with their great selection from top brands. Don't forget about Carhartt bibs, coats and jeans, and hunting clothing and accessories from Drake and Bandit. Grab a duck decoy from Greenhead Gear, fill your propane tank, rent a neon sign, or find the right bolt from the largest selection around. Baker Farm and Hardware has it for you. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
And we're back to action here with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The Indians in control, 22-0. The Blackcats open up their possession here.
it's like about a 2-yard gain. That defensive line of Kennett looks pretty good. They've got some pretty good horses on that line. We were just looking at the schedule for Kennett. They've toughened their schedule. I see they picked up St. Genevieve, and that could be a good game.
Yeah, and they picked up Gosnell.
Gosnell
I think
plays
they
up
dropped
next
Greene
week.
County Tech, picked up Gosnell. That'll probably be a little tougher matchup
Yeah,
this year as well. So Got some pretty tough teams on the schedule this year.
They
the
sure
Indians.
do.
They got Sykeston up on the road up at Sykeston this year, and
Boy, this young runner
nice.
is just kept his and
Oh.
broke loose
he
from
broke.
being touched, and he's going to take it to the end zone. That was
He
a
snuck out of
he just
there.
did not give up. Touchdown, Fredericktown.
He just kept the wheels churning and got through, and Kennett just didn't finish the tackle. Had 2 or 3 guys in on that tackle, and I think they all just expected the other one to make it.
think
And
that's right.
he got out of there, went the distance.
Well, you got to give him credit. He just kept him legs turning, and pretty soon he popped out of there. They couldn't catch him. Very nice run. That put the Blackcats on the board.
Yeah, much needed score for Fredericktown. They've been unable to even put together a first down so far
That's right.
in this game, and one big run there, finishing it off, puts them on the board.
They're going to attempt the extra point. Down, up, and looks good. 22-7 Indians.
Yeah, play like that starts to get your attention. You go over to the sideline, and you're probably going to get a few words.
Yeah, I say so.
Because that right there is just the effort,
Uh-huh.
finishing that play. And sure, the players coming out next series going to be a little more attentive to their assignment and probably see a little better effort out of the Indians on the next defensive possession. So the offense have a chance to get another score here. We got 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, that might have lit a fire under the Blackcats.
Yep.
Maybe. They could hold the Indians, get the ball back, take it down, punch it back in. We got a ball game.
Sure do.
Hello to Luella Akers there in Malden. I know she's tuned in tonight, watching YHC. Appreciate that very much. She happens to be my sister.
Ah. It's always good to have a fan club out there.
It is, yeah. If your family is not your fan club, you might well stay home.
Yeah. My wife just might be watching today. You never know.
Yeah, I bet she is.
I don't know.
How's the baby?
Good.
Good, all right. Just so, since you asked, my granddaughter started school this past week. She is in preschool. All right, we've got back. We're going to try this same play. There's a handoff. They split the post, and the Blackcats were ready for that as they stopped at the 15-yard line, maybe the 17-yard line.
Yeah, better
Okay.
job by the Blackcats
Sure
covering
was.
that. They had every angle covered, the left, the right, up the middle, and everybody played their lane, which you got to do. You can't just go
Exactly right.
chasing. You got to play your lane, and really covered that up on the return. You got them in good field position. The Indians going to start at about the 17-yard line. 4:46 remaining in the first quarter.
We're going to see how the Kennett's long game is now. They've been playing on a short field every possession, so we'll see how they do now. We may see Spence's arm. As Spence goes under, puts a man in motion. Williams back, and there he faked a handoff, and what a nice run by one of the Indians out to the 40-yard line. Number 32 is Stewart. That was a nice handoff and a nice run.
Good for Kennett in. First down. First and 10 for Kennett from their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, big chunky yardage on first down. Gets it out to the 40-yard line.
Coming into the game is number 44, Elijah Lemons. And that Lemons is a tank now. He is muscled up, and he'll run through you. As Spence goes up. And off up the middle, and pick up of about 4 yards, and that runner just took that defender back about 2 yards. That was Elijah Lemmings, as we were just talking about. Second and 5. Lemmings still in the game. Yes, sir. Looking to Coach White for a play. Operating now the shotgun. Spence takes it, fakes the handoff to Lemmings, and Spence keeps it and picks up, gets into the Indian territory. Nice run by Spence, Andrew Spence. It's into the Bearcat territory at their 35-yard line. Still have Elijah Lemmings in, and Spence in the back, or shotgun. He's back. He's looking to pass, and he wings it out. He has a receiver, but he comes back, and I believe he bounced on him, but that was a real.
Yeah, the ball hung up a little bit.
Hung up, and he did. The receiver turned and come back to it, but it just wasn't quite far enough. But nice arm. I figured Spence had a nice arm, and he does. Kennett lost a very good quarterback last year, Patrick Maddox.
Yeah, he was a really good one.
Sure was.
One of the best ones around last year. It was a good team to watch last year.
They
Kennett's
were.
team
They
really
sure
was.
We enjoyed that.
Yeah, had a lot of talent on both sides of the ball. Injuries hurt them late.
Sure
a couple of
did.
injuries, Spence, and also there up front.
Lemmings takes the ball and gains about 6 yards. McDowell, tackle for the Blackcats. They gave him 5 yards on that carry. That brings up 3rd and 5. Beautiful night tonight in Kennett. Just getting everybody set. He takes the pass. He keeps the ball. He runs. He picks up the first down. Good run on the quarterback keeper by Spence.
And it looks like he got it by at least 2 yards.
Spence operating now the shotgun. He takes it. He looks. He kicks it out here to Williams. Williams has some defenders. He jukes, and they bring him down. Number 25, nice tackle. Tristan Casby.
Yeah, they're all over that. Good swarm tackle by the Blackcats for a loss. That lost about 8.
I believe so. Brings up 2nd and 17. Lemmings out. Number 12 in. Harrell. Harrell can pick that up pretty quick if he gets an opening. Spence takes it, kicks it to Harrell. He's met and brought down after probably a gain of about 2 yards.
Yeah, it was a good tackle in the open field. I think that was Hunter Hennon.
Third and 12. Picked up 5 yards on the carry. But he's still not back to the original line of scrimmage.
Under a minute to play here in the first.
Spence watched the play clock down to 4. He takes it. He fakes the handoff. tucks it, he runs, and he's got the first down, plus about 4. Nice run by Spence.
Yeah, big conversion there. They've been running the ball to the outside off the tackle. He fakes it going across up the middle. Got the defense to
There it is.
show to the outside, and he found a good lane for the first down. We see a lot of that out of Wyatt's offense. That
Sure
little
do.
fake to the outside and the quarterback up through the middle, and very effective.
Spins under center. 20 seconds to go in the first. He hands off to number 12, Harrell, and he's brought down. Got a text from my brother. It's Scortus and St. Genevieve. Dexter and St. Gen. Scortus.
Yeah, that was a good matchup last year. Dexter actually got St. Genevieve.
It
there.
did, didn't
Dexter,
it?
we showed that one last year, so might be a good matchup up there north. And that brings it into the first quarter. After one quarter play, we got a score of 22-7 in favor of the Kennett Indians. We'll be back with your second quarter in a moment.
The T.R. Baker Insurance Agency is your independent insurance agency, servicing the Kennett area since 1965. T.R. Baker represents several insurance companies to get you the best coverage for your needs, including commercial lines and property and casualty, along with individual and group health, home, auto, and farm. T.R. Baker's commitment is to be the leader in both products and service to their customers and friends. T.R. Baker is your independent agency on Independence Avenue in Kennett and is licensed in Missouri and Arkansas.
Is your car missing that low, deep growl as the engine roars to life? Then make a trip to the Exhaust Shop on Commerce Drive in Kennett. They will help you unleash your vehicle's power and flair with a custom exhaust system. A custom exhaust system will give your vehicle the best performance, improve fuel efficiency, and give you the right sound and look. They offer the best products in the business by Flowmaster, MagnaFlow, and Borla. If you're looking for a custom exhaust system, improved efficiency, or just a simple repair, it's the Exhaust Shop on Commerce Drive in Kennett.
And welcome back. We're back live at Metz Cherry Stadium in Kennett, getting underway with the second quarter. The Kennett Indians with a very impressive first quarter as they lead 22-7. And they are going to open up this quarter with the possession, and we are on second down, are we not, Tommy?
Second, right.
Second down
time.
and goal from the 5. Chance for the Indians to get another touchdown on the board. And they opened up with the opening kickoff with the kickoff return for a touchdown. And 2 more touchdowns quickly following that opening one, and find themselves close to a touchdown here at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Indians huddle. You know, they got a lot of weapons that they can use here. You know, Spence definitely one of them.
Yeah, we see Kennett use the quarterback a lot on the keeper, especially inside the 5.
And off to Harrell, number 12. He spins, he's met, and he picked up about 1 yard, and he's stopped by a host of Blackcats. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third down and goal from the 5.
As Spence takes it, hands off to Williams. He takes it around, takes it in, touchdown. There's a flag on the play. I believe Williams did get in the end zone, but we'll see what this flag is.
Didn't see a signal, but we do have,
It looked like a holding.
looks like a holding signal from the side judge. That is the case.
Against the Indians.
And it's going to be 3rd and goal from probably around the 12-yard line, possibly.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, backs up the Indians a bit. They're right on the doorstep. Looked like he
Sure.
almost got in. Looked like he did get in,
That's
but
what I
the
think
penalty
he
wiped
did.
that out regardless. Certainly 4 down territory here, this close to the goal line.
Sure is. They've got Harrell in the backfield as Spence operates from the shotgun. He's back looking for someone to pass over the middle.
Oh, nice
Oh,
throw.
nice pass, touchdown to number 2, Carter Maddox.
That's a great catch by Maddox in traffic, but a great throw as well to where it wasn't in danger of being intercepted. High and out, and Maddox pulled it down for the 6.
Yeah, he threw that ball in the right spot. Nice pass, nice catch. Spence to Maddox to make it 28-7 as the Indians back up to try to tack on the extra point. Ball down, kick up. Good. 29-7. Kennett here in the second quarter.
And a nice answer. Probably one of the most impressive plays of the night. They got backed up off that holding penalty right at the goal line, and
exactly
great execution on that play into the end zone to punch it in for 6.
We'll see that leg of Spence, see if he can pin them deep.
For Kennett tonight, Andrew Spence. For Fredericktown,
This is certainly a change, Tommy. The first few weeks of high school football is usually pretty unbearable with the heat. But well, I'd say we've had a great stretch here the last few weeks. 80-degree weather.
Oh, yes.
In mid-late August, and it will start heating back up tomorrow over the weekend. But you can't ask for a better start to a season than what we got here tonight.
That's exactly right. Spence approaches the ball, and he gets a nice kick, takes it back. They take it in the end zone and down it.
That's
very nice.
Quite a kick. You don't see touchbacks into the end zone.
You don't.
You might see the kick dribble into the end zone, but you hardly ever see it caught in the end zone. So quite a foot on Spence, forcing the touchback.
Yeah.
And that's what they missed last year. Spence was a big part of their team last year. He got hurt, I think, early first few games of the season, if I remember correctly, and he was a playmaker for them. And you know that's one thing that really hindered Kennett's chances last year to potentially play for a district championship. They had injuries in really key spots and fell to Salem in the district semifinals in a close one down to the end.
Pass over the middle, and I guess he caught that. Yes. It was a complete pass. We couldn't tell from up here if he trapped it or he caught it, but apparently he caught it. And that was for 5 yards. That'll bring down, I think, up 2nd and 5. I think if you ordered tonight for football, you couldn't order better
No,
than we got
couldn't.
tonight. The Blackcats operate out of the shotgun. And they kick it out to the right, and nice run, nice takedown by Carter Maddox. That brought up a first down. That's 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Quarterback back, looking for someone to pass, kicks it over and complete, but looks like lost about 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and 13. As Kennett lines up defensively, trying to get a good stop here. Burrows back to pass, kicks it out. They were just wasn't on the same track that time, threw behind the receiver.
Yeah, Chetwood didn't really get into his route there. It looked like he was well covered, so I think he kind of gave up on that route a little bit, knowing the defense, the way the coverage there was. But pretty dangerous pass that you're throwing out in the flat like
Sure
that.
was.
If defense has got to, if they're keyed in on it, they can take that all the way for 6 off the interception. But good defense by the Indians, forcing
It brings up
third down.
13. As he rolls out to the left and he's looking for somebody, got a man open and first down, and we got a flag back here. And that gets the first down. We'll see what the flag shows. Maybe a late hit on the Indians. They're going to be against the Indians. Official talking to one of the captains to see what they want to do. Well, with no signal yet about what's going on, we know it's against the Indians. We just don't know what it is. Official roughing the passer against the Indians. That'll move them down into the Indian territory.
And it's a 15-yard penalty at the end of the play. So big yardage for the Blackcats. A nice gain on the play itself.
Right.
And 15 yards on top of it puts them in Indian territory with just over 9 minutes remaining in the first half.
Quarterback takes a snap, hands off, straight up the middle, gain of about 2. Has to be ball carrier. Second 9, they said they just gained 1. Pass out in the flats and a nice reception and a pickup of 6 yards or so. Number 22 for the Blackcats, Brett Chitwood. Third and 4, ball on the Indians' 37-yard line. Need to fire that defense up. They want a big stop here. Force the Blackcats to make a decision. And off up the middle, and they did. What a nice defensive stand by the Indians.
Yep, got in the backfield. Not able to even make a move left or right. Has had 2 or 3 defenders deep in the backfield to make the tackle. going to force a 4th down and 7. And Fredericktown might be in some territory to maybe go for it. But looks like they're lining up in the punting formation.
They faked a punt earlier, and it didn't turn out too good. We'll see what they decide to do this time. And we're going to have a flag being thrown. I don't know what that's about. Delay a game on the Blackcats. That'll back them up. I think that just made their decision if they even thought about faking the kick. We got Harrell back to receive the kick.
A little high.
Oh, a little high, but he run it down. And he's
short kick.
Short kick. And goes out of bounds. Oh, no, it comes dead. Probably turned out pretty good for him, really. They'd have got it back there to Harrell. He'd have probably brought it farther with his speed.
Looks like we got officials timeout on the field, so we will take a quick break and be right back. We have got 6:34 remaining in the first half.
At Ag Explorer, we're farmers too. So we know that farming's never been a 9-to-5 job. Just like the farmer, we work overtime to bring you whatever it takes. Solutions like InZone help you retain 47% more nitrogen, with an overall average increase of 12 bushels per acre. Imagine what InZone can do for you. Ag Explorer.
For more than 75 years, the law firm of Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh & Shear, LLP, has served the legal needs of Southeast Missouri. Located at 308 1st Street in Kennett, Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh & Shear, LLP is a full-service law firm providing representation in a wide range of areas, such as personal injury, workers' compensation, family law, criminal law, probate, business, and estate planning. For all your legal needs, call Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh & Shear, LLP at 573-888-4664.
And we're back live from Metz Cherry Stadium. 6:34 remaining here in the second quarter. And the Kennett Indians take over on their own 25-yard line.
We'll see what Coach White and the Indians have dialed up for them in this last 6:34 in this half. Put Williams in motion, and we're going to have another flag. I believe we had a movement. Illegal procedure on the Indians. That's going to back them up a little bit. Brings up 1st and 15. Ball rest on the 20-yard line. Fence looks over, puts Williams in motion. Hacks, handoff too. No, fakes the handoff and keeps it and gets a nice gain of about 10 yards.
Gain a lot of that yardage back off the penalty.
Second and 6.
And Kennett can probably choose to be a little methodical on this drive. 6 minutes now remaining. Probably killed just enough time to leave Fredericktown in a tough position to get a score in, but certainly want to move the ball up the field.
I believe we're going to have a timeout. Kennett, Joe White saw something he really didn't like, so he decided to talk about it.
All right, we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, a family furniture tradition. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, one of the largest selections of quality furniture in the Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and Western Tennessee areas. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, more service and less price. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition.
For the best service for your prescription needs, stop by Harris Pharmacy on 1st Street in Kennett. They offer free delivery and serve all local nursing homes and a drive-through for pickup. That's Harris Pharmacy at 1224 1st Street in Kennett.
And we're back live here in Kennett. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Tommy, do we have some score updates out there?
St. John 7, Dexter 0, and New Madrid 24-12 over Malden at this point.
That's a change.
Yes, it is.
Malden's got the better of New Madrid for probably the last handful of years.
Harrell breaks loose, and they got one that's got the angle on it,
go.
but I don't think they're going to catch him. Yeah, they are.
Oop, pulling up a little bit.
Oh, I hope he hadn't pulled a hamstring. He went down pretty hard. That'd be a shame.
It looked like he stumbled a bit and maybe got ahead of himself and with his stride.
Yeah, that's hope the young man's okay. Coach White going over to have a look. He's still laying there on the sideline on the far side of the field. Indian teammates take a knee, as the Blackcats do the same, showing very good sportsmanship and respect.
And well, we got a second here. We'll go over our broadcast schedule we've got coming up here on YHC and taking a look at the games we've got for you slated coming up. Next week, next Friday night, the 31st, we'll have Salem at Dexter. We'll bring that live on Channel 21 on YHCTV.com and Facebook Live. And we'll be down for Pickett's season openers. They host Westside out of Jonesboro. And you can watch that on YHCTV.com live, that Westside versus Pickett contest on our website. And both games will replay Saturday and Sunday. And that's what we've got lined up for you next week in high school football.
Harold's up, limping pretty badly, and assisted by his coach, one of the coaches. Well, he's a fine athlete. Hate to see anybody get injured. One of the teammates go out to help him.
Yeah, that was a great run. Yeah, it looked like he may have broke it open to take it all the way, but
I think that's right.
Just come up a bit short, out of bounds, but a great effort, and hopefully he'll be okay.
Spence operating now the shotgun, 1st and 10, ball on the 19-yard line, 5:38 to go as he hands off up the middle, and a nice gain to the 9-yard line. Elijah Lemmings, number 34. Number 44 is Elijah Lemmings. Second and 1. Kennett knocking on the door to put another score on the board before half. Williams in motion, comes around, hands up off the middle. Lemmings takes it in, touchdown, Kennett. Flag on the play. We'll see who the penalty's on. Probably the Indians. Hope I'm wrong. It's holding against Kennett. That will take another score off the board.
Yep, that hole's just a little too big.
Yep. There was a reason for that.
Yep. Good execution though, but all it takes is just a little grab and
That's right.
for the referee to see it and call it back.
That'll make it 2nd and 6. .444 to go in the half. Spence takes the ball, hands off too. No, I thought he handed off to Lemmings, but he handed it outside and first down, a nice gain by number 32. Nice run for Jake Stewart.
At 4:35 remaining in the first half.
Now
Clock
Kennett's
is
knocking
running.
on the door again.
Yep. Good gain there. Good throw to the outside. Got a few yards after the catch and after contact.
Now they hand it to Lemmings up the middle, and I believe he barrels in for the score. Touchdown, Kennett. Elijah Lemmings takes it in. Looks like Harold's walking pretty good over here on the sideline.
Yeah, it looked like he may have just cramped up, and if he gets that stretched out, we might be able to see him later on
again.
tonight.
35-7 as the Indians will go for the 2-point conversion. No, they put the tee down. They're going to go for the extra point. Spence lines up to try to put it through the uprights. Ball down, kick up, good. 36-7, 4:13 to go in this first half here at Kennett. The Indians over the the Blackcats.
Yeah, seeing Spence kick the ball the way he does, that's one thing about high school football. You see a good kicker like that, it is impressive.
Exactly. Sure
you don't get to see that very often. And there's plenty that can kick it far, but can they kick it far straight as well?
Yeah,
So
he's
he's
nice
quite the
kicker.
talent. That's one thing if you go to a college game, go to a pro game, that's what really sticks out when you watch. You know these guys lining up for 40, 45-yard, even 50-yard field goals. It just blows your mind what they're able to do with their leg.
Oh, man.
Able to kick the way they do. And rare skill.
Yes, they are. Very skilled. 4:13 to go in this half as Spence ready to tee it up once again.
Quick score for the Indians. We were talking about them maybe killing some clock, but they moved right down the field for a quick score. Now you kick it off to Fredericktown, get a 3 and out, another chance to score as well. So we'll see if Kennett can get Fredericktown off the field quickly on this drive.
He bounces this one into the end
perfect.
zone, hit on about the 2-yard line. You can't ask any better.
Can't ask better placement than that. Going out of the end zone to the 20-yard line.
You know, as you said, there's a lot of kickers around. You got kickers, then you got Spence.
Yeah.
No, that's what it is. He can kick it far. He's pretty accurate.
That's a big advantage in high school football. If you can line up, kick off, and then force teams at the 20 to start their drive. Probably the average starting drive is probably around the 30, 33-yard line in high school football, I would guess. But having a team start at the 20 every drive, that's tough.
Little pass out to the side, but looks like Carter Maddox took him down. I don't think there was any gain on the play. Maddox down him about the line of scrimmage.
Two, quarterback, number 4, Bodie Ellis. Don't get play, they're going to make second and 10.
Clock running with 3:40 to go in the first half as the Blackcats hand off up the middle and the ball loose. And I think the Indians, no, they didn't. I'm sorry. But there was a loss on the play. I thought the Indians might have recovered that.
A dangerous play for the Blackcats.
Oh, yes,
had a couple Indians like they had a chance to scoop that and go for the score, but still good execution by the Kennett defense to force now a 3rd and 15, and we've got 3:05 and counting on the clock. So a good big stop here by Kennett. Get the ball back in good territory, likely in Fredericktown territory to go for a last score before the half.
Blackcats 3rd and 15. They take the snap. Back to pass, looking for a man. Got a man open, and he's going to be a couple yards short, but nice pass, nice catch.
And ruled incomplete.
Oh, it's incomplete.
And it stops the clock. Kennett will line up for a 4th down and a nice return and chance for Kennett to put more points on the board.
And we got number 12 back in the ball game, Harold. That's good to see him back out there, as he's the receiver back to take this punt. And he's perfectly capable of taking it the distance. He dropped it, and he's going to run with it, and he's going to be down.
And sets up a 1st and goal for the Indians. Little mishandle on the snap. Looked like he still could have gotten that punt away, but maybe just heard the footsteps and wanted to keep it and try to make a play. But 15 yards, 4th and 15, it's a shot in the dark to be able to pick that conversion up, and great opportunity for Kennett to put more points on the board. 2:38 remaining at their own 8-yard line, or at Fredericktown's 8-yard line.
The Indians certainly putting the points on the board tonight. They've had 2 taken off the board with penalties, so they put up 36 in the first half. So Spence operates out of the shotgun, back, fakes it to Harrell, looking for somebody to pass to. He's been having pressure. Now he gets loose, end zone pass, good, touchdown.
A great catch in the end zone, taking the contact, keeping possession to the ground. Great execution by the Indians. Great pass by Spence. Another 6 for the Indians.
Williams caught that.
Yep, Williams with a great catch there. He had to fight through some contact to secure the catch. Great all-around play for the Indians.
And they'll try to tack on the extra point. Still have 2:29 to go in the half. Ball down. I believe he might have missed that one.
Yep.
Pulled it to the left a little bit. Brings it 42-7. 2:29 to go in this first half. And the way the Indians been playing defense, and Fredericktown struggling with their offense, they have a chance to get the ball back on good field position again.
Yep. Yeah, you never know. They got some timeouts to be able to use. And Fredericktown just unable to get anything consistent going. The special teams has really hurt them on the punt formations, being able to handle the snaps to get the punt off, taking big losses of yardage, setting up Kennett in perfect position to go in for a score. And that's early season struggles.
Sure is.
Turnovers can really put you behind the ball against a team that can take advantage of them like Kennett has here tonight.
They're in the second inning, the Cardinals and the Rockies, and O'Neill just homered, putting the Cardinals up 1-0. Cardinals been on a streak and playing some great baseball.
Yeah, it's been quite an unbelievable turnaround for the Cardinals. They've just been playing mediocre ball all year long, right around 500, and then last month they really turned it on, and talking about them competing for the division championship is quite something, but hopefully they can finish it out.
I hope so.
Another week or another month and a week left in the season, and it's going to be exciting down to the end.
And the Blackcats.
That's one thing about baseball season. It's so long, you got about 3 or 4 seasons in one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you can have a hot month and turn things around. Helps when you can play almost every day and get on a hot streak. You can make some things happen.
Ball's out to their own 31-yard line. That's the best field position on a kickoff they've had in a while.
Oh, nice tackle.
Keeper,
he just got it off.
He flipped it over to the receiver, and he lost about a yard. The quarterback was about to lose about 7 or 8. A nice awareness for their quarterback.
Good penetration up front, but good awareness by the quarterback to get rid of it, save the big loss. Just under 2 minutes remaining now.
Pretty impressed with the Indians, Joel White's Indians. They'll be tested next week when they go down to Gosnell. Quarterback up and ball deflected and comes down incomplete.
That stops the clock at 1:38, 3rd down, and see if Fredericktown keeps it on the ground and maybe run some clock or stay aggressive and try to move the ball.
Quarterback takes a snap, back to pass. He's being pressured, but he kicks it out, got him, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield with a big loss. Ethan Flanagan with the catch. Trayvon Lemons brought him down, number 53.
Yeah, Trayvon Lemons, big-time defensive tackle coming back from last year.
Had a nice year last year.
Yeah, he did. And him and Warren up front were really tough.
You
they
bet.
were. Don't see tandems like that in high school football very often up front, but, well, they were fun to watch.
4th and 17 as the Blackcats punted away and gets off a pretty short kick. And comes to rest on about the 48-yard line as the Indians will take over with 46 seconds to go.
Yeah, 46 seconds. They're in Fredericktown territory. Makes you wonder if Kennett's going to be aggressive here with a little bit of clock left, or they're just going to hand off or kneel on it to run out the half as they get a sizable lead, 42-7.
Right.
It's only downside of these big lopsided games early on. You feel like you want to, pull back the reins a little bit, get some other guys some time. But then again, it's your first week,
That's
and
exactly
you want to
right.
get your first teamers plenty of experience out on the field, especially early on in the season. It's a catch-22 for sure.
Quarterback back, looking to pass. Looking for somebody. He wings it out. He's got a man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line. Nice catch by Carter Maddox.
Another big catch and a great throw by Spence. Got it out in front of him. Brings it down inside the 10-yard line. 34 seconds remaining. Plenty of time for the Indians. Take a chance at the goal line.
Yeah, that was a very, very good pass and a very good catch.
It's a kind of a staple big-time play for the Indians we've seen over the last couple of years, and Wyatt's offense, that play action and deep crossing pattern down the field. Very well executed that we've seen in the past, and sure did right there.
Clock running with 20 seconds to go. We'll see what the Indians do. They hand it off to number 12, and he takes it in the end zone. That is Harrell. Touchdown, Kennett Indians.
2-play drive puts 6 on the board for the Indians, and that's a good opportunity. As we said, Tommy, do you take a knee, do you run it out? But that's a good opportunity to work on that deep play.
Exactly.
Go down the field. Good opportunity to get past the defense, over the top. Very well executed, and a nice handoff into the end zone.
Spence trying to tack on another extra point. Ball down, kick up. It looks like he hooked it to the left again. And he did. That brings it 48-7. 15 seconds to go in the half. And it's going to take a sizable lead into the locker room. And as hot as this Kennett offense has been, I think if I was the Blackcats, I would just try to catch a ball and let that clock run out. And let's go in the locker room and talk about it.
Sure. Yeah, it looks like we'll have a 48-7 score heading into halftime, and a lot of work being done here by the Indians early on and put this away. And, speaking just a few minutes ago, Tommy, about what you do when you got a lopsided early lead. You take the brakes off, get the second, third team in to get them some snaps. But talk about it, the Indians going on the road to Gosnell next week. You don't want guys sitting out a half leading up into that game, especially in week 1 when they're going to have a tough opponent on the road next week. But that's just the way it is.
That's it. Yeah.
You just have to deal with it the best you can, and
you certainly want to. When you go to Gosnell, you want everything to be hitting on all cylinders.
Yep.
Because you're going to need it, because they got a heck of a team. They always do. The Kennett Indians look pretty good tonight themselves. Good luck to them down in Arkansas. As Spence takes a little off of it, and they take it on the 10-yard line. He brings it up, and he breaks loose, and Spence to beat. And I don't think they're going to catch him. Number 28 is going to take it to the locker room as the time runs out. Touchdown, Blackcats. And that's certainly what. That makes it
Malachi Kyle takes it the distance.
Oh, he did.
2 big runs. We saw one from scrimmage and one on the kickoff return for the Blackcats. So big plays for the Blackcats, getting them on the board with 1 second left in the half. And that's just another one of those instances where Kennett may have just let up on the gas just a bit. And Fredericktown took advantage.
Sure did. That was about a 90-yard run.
Yeah, I was bragging about, putting them on the 20-yard line with a touchback. And Kyle makes a big play for the Blackcats, taking it all the way.
Ball down, kick up, partially blocked, out of bounds. That'll be... And we got the kicker down, I think. Now they're going to help him up. I think he just slipped. That's one of the Indians. That's Lemmings. For another. Did I hear that the pitcher for St. Louis hit a home run?
Milas. It's a home run.
That's when things are going good.
That's a bonus.
You bet.
You got to cash it in and win tonight. You got to.
1 second to go, 48-13. And barring a long run back, that will be the halftime score, but you never know. White, he may draw up another one of those plays like he did the first play of the game. And, he's certainly capable of doing that. We've watched him do it throughout the years. We got some speed back there in Williams and Harrell, and can't see who. And looks like that's Carter Maddox, I think, number 2 back there, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 2. Harrell, Maddox, and Williams.
And Maddox sure had some big yardage tonight receiving.
Sure has.
Some big plays.
Well, we'll see what they're going to do here. They moved it over on the right hash mark to kick off. And they boot it down and bring it to Carter Maddox. He brings it up there. The buzzer goes off. Maddox goes down. That's the end of the half. 48-13 Kennett. What a first half.
And seeing a little commotion down around the 10-yard line. Flags thrown. Probably some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct penalty coming down, maybe on both teams.
Maybe they'll offset each other. Yeah, they did.
And we are at halftime, 48-13 lead for the Indians. And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save. When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more...
A Glen Saint story. A few years ago, a good friend of ours ran for a state legislative office. The night of the election, Gail and I had some friends and family over. Our friend won. His young son looked at him and said, "Dad, since you won, does that mean you can make duck season longer?" That's a good story. Best price, best service. Glen Saint, God bless our troops.
Banking made simple at Zenith State Bank, making the simple pleasures possible with recreational equipment. Get where you're going with a new or pre-owned automobile, making the dream of homeownership possible and keeping it looking great with the right equipment, all financed at Zenith State Bank. Competitive rates and low fees. Friendly full-service banking. 3 handy locations, Zenith, Arbord, and 1112 First Street in Kennett. Banking made simple at Zenith State Bank. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Housing Lender.
At Baker Farm.
And having a little trouble picking up the field audio tonight, but recognizing teachers who put forth a great effort over the summer from the staff here at Kennett Schools.
his dancing queen. But in all seriousness, what stands out the most about the staff is the pride that goes into a job well done. These see the pride that lies within Kennett, in the community, and our school district, and your part of it. That certainly holds true with the men and women standing before you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please join me in a display of most deserved appreciation and gratitude for the Kennett School District number 39 maintenance and custodial staff.
And recognizing the maintenance staff here in Kennett, here at halftime. Weren't quite able to hear the microphone on the field from Jim Vaughn. Nice ovation for the staff. And we will be back.
Farm and Hardware on the North Bypass in Kennett, they're more than just hardware and farm. At Baker Farm and Hardware on the North Bypass in Kennett, they're more than just hardware and farm supplies. Baker has all sizes of the popular Traeger grills and a great assortment of wood pellets and grilling supplies. Find yourself some fine boots with their great selection from top brands. Don't forget about Carhartt bibs, coats and jeans, and hunting clothing and accessories from Drake and Bandit. Grab a duck decoy from Greenhead Gear, fill your propane tank, rent a neon sign, or find the right bolt from the largest selection around. Baker Farm and Hardware has it for you. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
The T.R. Baker Insurance Agency is your independent insurance agency, servicing the Kennett area since 1965. T.R. Baker represents several insurance companies to get you the best coverage for your needs, including commercial lines and property and casualty, along with individual and group health, home, auto, and farm. T.R. Baker's commitment is to be the leader in both products and service to their customers and friends. T.R. Baker is your independent agency on Independence Avenue in Kennett and is licensed in Missouri and Arkansas.
Is your car missing that low, deep growl as the engine roars to life? Then make a trip to the Exhaust Shop on Commerce Drive in Kennett. They will help you unleash your vehicle's power and flair with a custom exhaust system. A custom exhaust system will give your vehicle the best performance, improve fuel efficiency, and give you the right sound and look. They offer the best products in the business by Flowmaster, MagnaFlow, and Borla. If you're looking for a custom exhaust system, improved efficiency, or just a simple repair, it's the Exhaust Shop on Commerce Drive in Kennett.
At Ag Explore, we're farmers too. So we know that farming's never been a 9-to-5 job. Just like the farmer, we work overtime to bring you whatever it takes. Solutions like InZone help you retain 47% more nitrogen, with an overall average increase of 12 bushels per acre. Imagine what InZone can do for you. Ag Explore.
For more than 75 years, the law firm of Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP, has served the legal needs of Southeast Missouri. Located at 308 First Street in Kennett, Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP is a full-service law firm providing representation in a wide range of areas, such as personal injury, workers' compensation, family law, criminal law, probate, business, and estate planning. For all your legal needs, call Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP at 573-888-4664.
Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, a family furniture tradition. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, one of the largest selections of quality furniture in the Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and Western Tennessee areas. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, more service and less price. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri, a family furniture tradition.
For the best service for your prescription needs, stop by Harris Pharmacy on 1st Street in Kennett. They offer free delivery and serve all local nursing homes and a drive-through for pickup. That's Harris Pharmacy at 1224 1st Street in Kennett.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn, and best of all, adding New Wave Internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
And we're back here getting set for the second half. Here from Mess Cherry Stadium in Kennett. Big lead for the Indians. 48-13. Decisive lead for the Indians, and we'll probably see quite a different game here in the second half, Tommy.
Exactly right.
I'm sure Kennett's going to probably come out aggressive here, maybe try to get a score or two early and maybe start putting on the brakes, getting some second team snaps here tonight. But good effort in the first half. You got to get that lead when you can get it, and they have, and they're pretty much in cruise control at this point.
You know, we had a very good guest at halftime came up and talked to us. Patrick Maddox, the quarterback of the Kennett Indians last year. He's moved on to SEMO. He's a member of the SEMO team. He redshirt this year. Patrick was one of the best, if not the best, quarterback in this area last year, and a fine young man, come from a fine family. And he came home to watch his little brother Connor play, and Connor's put on a pretty good show.
Yes.
But it's always good to some of these athletes that's moved on and extended their playing time and to stop by. And
yeah, he was fun to watch last year.
Oh, he
last
was.
Couple years actually. You just can't ask much more than what Patrick Maddox did as a high school quarterback. You know, he was solid on with the keeper, rolling out, throwing the ball down the field, very smart with the ball, and he was a good one.
And those Maddox kids come from a athletic family. Their dad, Jason, I remember when he was in high school, played basketball. They had a very nice team. He was a nice player, and he's real competitive. And their mother is she's really into sports, and it's good. It's just a good family and a good athletic family. And sad thing about for the Malden people, they were from Malden, and these kids would have been going to school, but they moved down here. And, boy, that's a big loss, not just for sports. When you lose a good family like that out of your school district, that's bad because, you need to keep all these good families as you can. But anyway, we think
they still
Patrick
got you, Tommy.
by.
They still got you.
They still got me, yeah. I don't know what my worth is, but we had an update from Malden, East Prairie. Don't know what quarter it is or if it's halftime. New Madrid County Central 32, Malden 12. So
that's kind of a head turner there.
That really is, and
which we expected a much more competitive game between those two. And
yes, we did.
Well, Malden's really laid it on New Madrid the last handful of years, and Malden's had one of the best runs we've seen here in Southeast Missouri, especially among the small schools, playing in a state championship and a couple semifinal games and at the state tournament level, and it's good to see New Madrid back and competitive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they've had a tough stretch the last 3 or 4 years, it seems like, going back, and just that's a perennial team that always competed.
Right.
But here of late, it's been tough, but good to see their efforts starting to pay off.
Been some fine athletes come out of New Madrid, both baseball, basketball, and football. And I didn't know the other day that's how much attention I pay. The Coney Ely is with the Dallas Cowboys now.
Is he?
Yeah.
I probably saw that at some point. I follow the NFL pretty close, but it did kind of escape my attention because he was with the Jets last year and must have been a free agent picked up by the Cowboys. That's good.
I guess when the Cowboys are playing, I can root for Coney Ely.
Yeah.
Saw a shirt one time said I root for two teams, the St. Louis Rams and whoever's playing the Cowboys. Spence back to get this second half started as he kicked it down, and they pick it up and try to advance the ball. And that's that little runner that's so tough, but he's wrapped up that time, brought down around their own 20-yard line, maybe a little shy of the 20. Malik Kyle is the one that ran that back.
Yep. They need him to break another one.
Yeah. Looks like the Blackcats will start on the 19-yard line. As they hand it up the middle, and thrown for a loss. Good penetration by Sanders. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a reminder out there, this game tonight will replay Saturday at noon and Sunday at 4 on Channel 21, here on Channel 21 this weekend, and you can watch it on demand on our website, yhctv.com, after tonight.
Little pass out in the flat. That was read pretty good by the Indians. Carter Maddox, as he delivers a pretty good hit out there. He was unblocked. He just had a free run at the receiver. Loss of 3, bring in third and 13.
Just over 10 minutes now on the clock for the third quarter.
Quarterback takes a snap, back looking for a receiver. He rolls out to the right and underthrew him a little bit. Bounced it in there to number 6, and that will bring up 4th and 13. Kicker back, and we've got number 12 back for the Indians, Harrell. Snap, kick, relatively short kick, takes an Indian bounce, bounces back, and they down it on the 36-yard line of the Blackcats. So we'll see the Indians see what they can do. Kennett Indians on their opening night. They'll have a big lead, 48-13, with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. As we have under center, he puts Williams in motion. Fake the handoff. He's looking downfield. He throws it back across field to number 20, Parker McCain. Nice pass, nice catch.
It looked like he just snuck out of that.
Sure did.
Blocking formation. Got a wide open look.
Indians move it down to the Blackcats 16-yard line. First down. Spence gets the play from the coach. And off up the middle. And down to inside the 5-yard line is Harrell. He just weaved his way through there, picked his spots.
And we got a fumble on the play.
Oh, the Blackcats got it.
Yep.
I missed that. I was
Didn't
so
quite
excited.
see it. It was quite a few tacklers in on that one, but it looked like it came out. The referee had a pretty good angle on it. Turnover to the Blackcats.
So the Blackcats will take over from just inside the 5-yard line. Oh, and what a hit by the Indians for a loss of at least 4. Trayvon Lemons really delivered a lick on the ball handler, or the ball carrier, I'm sorry.
Wrong season, Tommy.
The wrong season, I was just thinking about. Won't be long,
It won't be
Tyler.
long.
Roll out the round ball. Should be a pretty good season this year.
Yep. I think last year was one of the best years we've had.
I think
The
so.
last 10 years. It was really fun.
The ball brought out to the 7-yard line and taken down. Number 51, Lorenzo Thomas, brought him down. 3rd and 8. Third and 7. I'm sorry. As got a man over to pick up that linebacker, and he did a good job, but looks like they're going to bring him down. The ball carrier. I think he might have got back to the line of scrimmage, or Elijah Lemmings. Going to be 4th and 7, so it was a no gain. Got the kicker going to kick it out of the end zone. That's always scary.
Yeah, and Fredericktown's had a tough time with the punts here tonight.
They get it up. It goes out at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's the best punt of the night for the Blackcats.
Sure is.
And we got a stoppage in play. It looks like officials timeout. Actually not. Just going to spot the ball. And that is the case. Officials timeout with 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back.
A Glen Saint story. A few years ago, a good friend of ours ran for a state legislative office. The night of the election, Gail and I had some friends and family over. Our friend won. His young son looked at him and said, "Dad, since you won, does that mean you can make duck season longer?" That's a good story. Best price, best service. Glen Saint, God bless our troops.
Banking made simple at Zenith State Bank, making the simple pleasures possible with recreational equipment. Get where you're going with a new or pre-owned automobile, making the dream of homeownership possible and keeping it looking great with the right equipment, all financed at Zenith State Bank. Competitive rates and low fees. Friendly full-service banking. 3 handy locations, Zenith, Arbord, and 1112 First Street in Kennett. Banking made simple at Zenith State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Housing Lender.
At Baker Farm and Hardware on the North Bypass.
And we're back. Off the timeout. 4 minutes remaining, and Kennett just coming off a turnover. Had the ball inside the 5 and turned over and forced Fredericktown to punt. Now the ball at the 50-yard line.
Just under 4 minutes, 48-13 here in the 3rd quarter. The Indians over the Blackcats. Put Williams in motion to fake a handoff. Now they, oh, what a nice run by number 32, 1st down plus. Jake Stewart. Jake is a sophomore, does a very fine job. Nice job by the offensive line to open up the hole for him to get through. And he took advantage of it like any good runner will. First and 10 from the 33. Clock running at 3:20 to go in the 3rd. Makes a handoff. Pass. Nice pass. Nice catch. Reception to the 10-yard line, and they bring him down. That was a nice fake handoff and a nice Nice pass.
Yeah, and that's
Very
not an
good.
easy throw going to your left, having to throw across your body, get the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Great throw, great catch. Inside the 10, 1st and goal for the Indians. Well, Spence is showing the
Sure is. Really
good
impressed.
passing here tonight.
Good decisions, and just doing a fine job.
Yeah, good execution down the field too. Guys getting open and just really open up the passing game here tonight.
And he stands back there and eludes tacklers. Of course, the line's doing a good job waiting till the guy breaks loose, and he hits him. We got a man in motion, and we're going to have a flag.
Looks like motion in the backfield.
That'll back the Indians up. Last week in the Jamboree, when you all saw that official do that, bumping the hands together, did you ever figure out what that was?
Well, I think it's now that I think back, basically it's the helmet-to-helmet kind of leading with the helmet kind of call, because we saw it called on Dexter at the time. They had two Dexter players collide, and maybe I saw it differently than the referees, but that's what really confused us as Harrell
gets into the end zone. What a run. Just kept stringing them out. Cuts it into the end zone. Touchdown. Harrell and the Indians.
Harrell's back on the field. He had that cramp earlier in the game, but it seems like he's back in the game and looking good.
Harrell's just a junior. I thought he was a senior. He's going to be back next year to deal some misery to some teams. Pretty good basketball player.
Yeah, Kennett's really been consistent with a good back with speed in the last handful of years. They've really done well turning those over year to year.
Extra point kick up and good. 55-13. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. We may have a running clock in this fourth quarter.
And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get back to the action in a moment.
At Baker Farm and Hardware on the North Bypass in Kennett, they're more than just hardware and farm supplies. Baker has all sizes of the popular Traeger grills and a great assortment of wood pellets and grilling supplies. Find yourself some fine boots with their great selection from top brands. Don't forget about Carhartt bibs, coats and jeans, and hunting clothing and accessories from Drake and Bandit. Grab a duck decoy from Greenhead Gear, fill your propane tank, rent a neon sign, or find the right bolt from the largest selection around. Baker Farm and Hardware has it for you. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
And we're back at Metz Cherry Stadium. Opening week of high school football for the state of Missouri and here in southeast Missouri. And great night for high school football. It's just a tad humid, but in the low 70s, I think, at this point. And we've had 80-degree weather as highs for the last couple of weeks. And you can't ask for anything better than that. It's been great, as it will heat back up starting this weekend. But
correct.
It's good that football's here, and we're going to start to make that turn to fall, Tommy.
You betcha. I love fall. Fall and spring I love. Spence comes up, approaches the ball, and gets a nice kickoff again. It's fielded back on the 10-yard line, and he cuts it around to the right. Nice cut. Now he gets around a defender. Gets out to the 40-yard line. We have some updates. North County, 36, and Cape Central 16.5. New Madrid County 32, Mullen 18.5. East Prairie 8, Kelly 6.5. Jackson 20, Webster Grove 7.5. Haytie 14, Thayer 14.5. And of course it's Kennett 48-13. Now it's 55-13. St. John 14, Dexter 0, end of 3. And Saxon 58-0 at half over Vashon.
Yeah.
And that's about, and Charleston 40-7 over Portageville at half. So that's your update of the local scores. And nice run by number 10, gets it out. And he is leveled about the 45-yard line.
Now under a minute remaining in the third.
Probably one last play in this third quarter, bring us into that fourth quarter. Joel White's team looked very good tonight. They've changed quarterbacks. They put number 10 in the game. That's Ethan Flanagan. These Indians will be tested next week when they go down to Arkansas and play. But they're certainly capable of going down there and coming back with a win when they go to Gosnell. And it doesn't get any easier when they have St. John at home, and then the following week they have Crothersville at home on homecoming. So there's some pretty stiff games for these Indians coming up.
Yep. And that's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back with the fourth and final quarter, live from Metz Cherry Stadium in Kennett.
The T.R. Baker Insurance Agency is your independent insurance agency, servicing the Kennett area since 1965. T.R. Baker represents several insurance companies to get you the best coverage for your needs, including commercial lines and property and casualty, along with individual and group health, home, auto, and farm. T.R. Baker's commitment is to be the leader in both products and service to their customers and friends. T.R. Baker is your independent agency on Independence Avenue in Kennett and is licensed in Missouri and Arkansas.
Is your car missing that low, deep growl as the engine roars to life? Then make a trip to the Exhaust Shop on Commerce Drive in Kennett. They will help you unleash your vehicle's power and flair with a custom exhaust system. A custom exhaust system will give your vehicle the best performance, improve fuel efficiency, and give you the right sound and look. They offer the best products in the business by Flowmaster, MagnaFlow, and Borla. If you're looking for a custom exhaust system, improved efficiency, or just a simple repair, it's the Exhaust Shop on Commerce Drive in Kennett.
And we're back getting set for the fourth quarter. Fredericktown with the ball.
Quarterback rolls out to his left looking for a man. Now he kicks it out, and I thought it was a catchable ball that just got out of the kid's hand. And that would have been a first down plus about 10. That's going to bring up 4th and 3. And we'll see if they probably go for it. You know, it's I say that. 55-13, clock running at 11:25. And the quarterback goes out, and the other, number 9, comes in. That is Burrows. That is the original quarterback. And they're going to go for it. They just like 3. The Indians shift their defense. They put it on, and looks like he's going to, from here it looks like he's got it. But it's going to be close. Yeah, they're going to say he got it. It's going to be first down at the 48-yard line. Quarterback rolls out to his left. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, he is.
And he gets about a 7-yard gain on that. Since they brought that.
He's got the quick feet for sure. He's made some plays.
Sure has.
And the Blackcats sideline excited about it. He's making some plays for the Blackcats.
Sure,
trying
sure. He's
get
quick.
some momentum built up.
And we're going to have a player down, so we're going to players take a knee.
And we'll take a break while we see about the player and be right back.
At Ag Explore, we're farmers too. So we know that farming's never been a 9-to-5 job. Just like the farmer, we work overtime to bring you whatever it takes. Solutions like InZone help you retain 47% more nitrogen, with an overall average increase of 12 bushels per acre. Imagine what InZone can do for you. Ag Explore.
Injured player up, number 23 for the Indians, Tanner Duncan, and he trotted to the sideline. Must have had maybe the breath knocked out of him, but he looks to be fine. Blackcats are second down and 2. He rolls out to the right. Nice pass, and he's moving these Blackcats down the field. Taken down by Jordan Jarrett. This little quarterback's moving that team.
Yep, he's come in and made some plays and getting the Blackcats some momentum going up the field. That's what really hurt Fredericktown early on. Just couldn't get out of the gate, moving the ball up the field, and Kennett got some short fields, cashed in quick, and the game was out of hand really early.
They chase him out of the pocket. He circles around, and a nice look back and nice pass and a good gain. I mean, he turned something bad into something positive.
Yeah, a little Archie Manning look there.
Sure did. Yeah, had a couple big Indians was really barreling down on him, but he kept circling, getting out of the way, and delivered a nice pass. It brings the second down and 4. It looks like they picked up the first down. They're sure moving the ball pretty good right now. First down on just inside the 14-yard line. Fumble, but he picks it up, hands off to number 20. He takes around for about 2-yard gain before he's taken down. Jordan Jarrett brought him down. .740 to go in the ball game. Blackcats knocking on the door. He rolls out to the right, got a man wide open and overthrew him just a little bit out of bounds. That's going to bring up third down. The receiver had broke loose from his defender, and he was open, but they ran out of space. The back rolls out to the right, looking for, almost picked off by number 3 for the Indians, John Thomas Williams. Good defense. And we have a penalty foul holding on the Blackcat. I think we got some new players in for the Indians. Going to back them up. Going to be 3rd and 6. It's going to be farther than. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Couple big stops here this time and the next time, and this Kennett may run the clock out. Quarterback rolls to the right. It's a man, nice reception, and he's going to be short. No, he's going to get the first down.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in the game.
No, I guess he's a little bit short. No, he's got the first down. Oh, it's 4th and 1. I'm sorry. It's 1st and goal. And off touchdown, Blackcats. Nice drive that time by Fredericktown. They marched the ball down the field.
Yeah, he stayed aggressive and punched
Sure
it in
has.
all the way.
Ethan Flanagan came in as quarterback, and kind of a little spark on that team, and he kind of waltzed them down the field. Ball down, whistled. We're going to redo it. Got a penalty. And he's pointing toward Kennett. Offside Kennett.
And I want to give a shout out to Darren Mitchell out there watching on Facebook Live from the Kansas City area, Odessa, Missouri. Appreciate you tuning in, Darren.
Now they're going to try the extra point. High snap. And it goes over the head, and it's going to be brought down by number 75. The Marion Lemons. There's several Lemons kids on this team, and they're all good athletes.
Yeah, man, and as we get set for the kickoff, 4:38 remaining in the game, we're going to take a quick break and be right back.
For more than 75 years, the law firm of Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP, has served the legal needs of Southeast Missouri. Located at 308 1st Street in Kennett, Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP is a full-service law firm providing representation in a wide range of areas, such as personal injury, workers' compensation, family law, criminal law, probate, business, and estate planning. For all your legal needs, call Crow, Reynolds, Shetley, McVeigh, and Shear, LLP at 573-888-4664.
Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, a family furniture tradition. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, one of the largest selections of quality furniture in the Southeast Missouri, Northeast Arkansas, and Western Tennessee areas. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, more service and less price. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri, a family furniture tradition.
And welcome back. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this game. Kennett with a decisive lead, 55-19. And Fredericktown set to kick off, which will likely be the last possession of the game, I would assume.
I would think so. Clock running by that 55-19 score. Harrell back to receive. Pushed it across the field. Taken by number 10. It's number 19, I'm sorry. Justin Woods. Fisher's timeout with 3:11 to go, 55-19.
And we'll just keep it right here. And
we'll take a
quick break and be back in a few seconds.
For the best service for your prescription needs, stop by Harris Pharmacy on 1st Street in Kennett. They offer free delivery and serve all local nursing homes and a drive-through for pickup. That's Harris Pharmacy at 1224 1st Street in Kennett.
And we're back, and And 3:11 remaining. Decisive victory here tonight for the Indians, Tommy, and
yes, it is.
some momentum to build your season on to start. And they've fared well against Fredericktown the last number of years, and
They have. That's right.
good matchup for them.
And we wish the Kennett Indians well on the rest of their season.
And I think the next game we'll be down for is the Crothersville game. That'll be in a couple weeks, I think.
Yeah.
2 or 3 weeks.
Homecoming night.
Yep.
As Kennett flips the ball out, we have a new quarterback in for the Indians. I'll get you his name in a second.
Stand corrected on that. It's the St. Genevieve game we'll be down for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think that's in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks on the 7th.
Yep.
You guys will be in Dexter next week for St. Genevieve Dexter, won't you?
Well, they're playing tonight.
Oh, who plays
Salem,
next week?
Salem Dexter next Friday night.
Oh, Salem Dexter.
Yep, from Dexter. That'll be Dexter's home opener, and that's a new game on the schedule for the Bearcats. They dropped Bluff and Sykeston, picked up Salem and Donovan, which will be having both of those games this year against both those teams. And Salem knocked off Kennett last year here at Metz Cherry Stadium in the district semifinals.
I sure did.
Went down to the wire.
The new quarterback for Kennett is Ellis. He is a sophomore. And we got a penalty on the Indians for a false start. Crowd filing out. This ball game is over. Matter of fact, it's been over for a while. But you got to give the Blackcats credit. They kept clawing their way, trying to score, trying to do well. There's a handoff to number 6. He takes it around the right. That's Sanders. He gets close to the first down and breaks a tackle. And I think he is just short of the first down, but they had him back about 2 yards behind that stick, but he broke loose and picked up a couple. It's going to be close. It's first down. .135 to go in the ball game. We possibly one more play. High snap, taken down, and good defensive play by the Blackcats to get in the backfield down the ball carrier. Number 70 in the ball game. That's Mark Wagster. Number 42 is Adrian Tibb. Number 4, Ellis is the quarterback. We've got a host of new players in. That's good to see these young men in. They're out here every day practicing, giving it their all, and so congratulations to them and thanks to them for their hard work. That's going to be the ball game. I don't think we'll get another playoff. It's down to 25 seconds to go. 55-19. The Indians with a victory tonight. Congratulations to them. We wish the Fredericktown Blackcats a safe journey home and good luck on the rest of their season. But the Kennett's going to try to snap it one more time with 3 seconds to go. And they hand it off and brought down, and that's the ball game, 55-19. We appreciate all the people tuning in, letting us know they're listening. And YHC will be back with you next Friday night. Salem Dexter.
And we're going to take one last break, and we'll wrap it up here in just a moment.
When you connect with high-speed internet from New Wave Communications, you unlock all kinds of possibilities. More gaming, more streaming and viewing, more ways to keep in touch, more ways to learn. And best of all, adding New Wave internet to your current television package won't cost a lot more thanks to New Wave's bundle discounts. In fact, if you're paying another provider for internet, switching to New Wave will probably save you money. Call or go to newwavecom.com to find more ways to bundle and save.
And post-game here from Metz Cherry Stadium in Kennett. Final score 55-19. The Kennett Indians victorious over the Fredericktown Blackcats. Impressive showing for the Kennett Indians tonight. Although they did have some setbacks in the game. They had a couple turnovers that they'll surely kind of harp on in practice for the next week to try to clean up for next week. But pretty good effort for the Indians tonight to get the victory and going 1-0 on the season. And good way to get started here at Metz Cherry Stadium. And week number 1 is in the books here. And excited to get started, Tommy. It's going to be a long year, but excited it's finally come around. School's back in session. The fall, you can already kind of feel it, even though it's going to be warming up a little bit, but fall's coming. And it's good to see the kids back after it out on the field and eventually on the ball court. So looking forward to another fine season. We'll be back down in Kennett in a couple weeks as the Kennett Indians host the St. Genevieve Dragons. That'll be an interesting matchup. They don't play unless it's typically in district tournament play. So interesting matchup there in a couple weeks, which we'll be back for. Next week we will have Salem versus Dexter at Charles Bland Stadium in Dexter for Dexter's home opener. And also we'll be down in Piggott next week. Piggott and West Side out of Jonesboro. Piggott's season opener. Arkansas gets started next week, and we'll be down there for that. You can watch that one live on the website at yhctv.com. The Dexter game you can watch on Channel 21, also on the website at yhctv.com, and Facebook Live as we brought the games here tonight. So good fun, Tommy, as it's always fun to get back in the school year and get the fall underway, and that means high school football, and looking forward to another fun year.
It's always nice to come to Kennett. We thank Dr. Chris Wilson, the superintendent of schools, Jim Vaughn, the athletic director, all they do to help us get set up and always provide us and just whatever they need to do. It's always a privilege to come down here. We thank them very much.
Yep, we always enjoy coming down to Metz Cherry Stadium, and we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight. Week 1 in the books. Tune in for the Sports Roundtable live tomorrow morning, Saturday, 10 a.m. to recap this game, show you some highlights, and also recap from other games in the area in high school football. And we're going to sign off here from Metz Cherry Stadium. I'm Tyler Wagner, joined by Tommy Jacobs for the broadcast. We'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.